Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. So today we are going to continue with our lesson, with our English lesson for year 5, lesson 24, and the topic is comparative adjectives. Okay, before we start, let us take a look at the lesson objective. By the end of the lesson, pupils should be able to identify and use comparative adjectives correctly. Okay. So, what are comparative adjectives? Comparative adjectives are used to compare differences between two objects they modify. For instance, we use larger, smaller, faster, and higher. Okay, so these words are used in sentences where two nouns are compared. So, for these comparative adjectives, we actually have three types. The first one is short adjectives, and then we have long adjectives, and also we have irregular adjectives. Okay, all these are comparative adjectives. But before that, let's take a look at the first one first, which is short adjectives. Okay, so short adjectives, also known as regular comparative adjective. Some words, some comparative adjectives ends with letter E, and some ends with consonant Y, and some ends with ends with vowel plus consonant. Okay, let us take a look at the example. Okay, for example, we have the word the adjective clean. So when we change it to comparative adjective, it's going to be cleaner. Okay, cleaner. So we just add er at the back of the word clean to make it comparative adjective. Okay, next is nice. So when we change it to comparative adjective, we are going to have nicer. Okay, and then we also have friendly. So friendly here is the adjective that ends with the consonant Y. Okay, so when we change this word friendly to comparative adjective, we are going to have friendlier. And then the last one, we have big. So here the word big ends with vowel and consonant. The I is the vowel and the G, the letter G, is the consonant. So when we change it to comparative adjective, we will have bigger. Okay. Okay. Next, we are going to take a look at the long adjectives and also irregular adjective. Okay. First, long adjective. So here we have the adjective dangerous. So the word dangerous, when we change it to comparative adjective, we are going to have more dangerous. So basically for long adjectives, we just add the word more in front of the adjectives. Okay, one more example is modern. Okay, modern is also an adjective. So when we change it to comparative adjective, we are going to have more modern. Okay, like I said just now, for long adjectives, we just add the word more in front of the adjectives. Okay, next we have irregular comparative adjective. So for irregular comparative adjective, we actually change the whole word. Actually, when we change the word, the adjective to comparative for irregular comparative adjective, we actually have a new word. Okay, new words are born. Okay, for example, like this word here, bad. When we change it to comparative adjective, we are going to have worse. Okay, worse. And then second example is good. Okay, when we change it to comparative adjective, we are going to have better. Better. And then we have far, change it to comparative adjective, we have further. Okay, further. All right, proceed. Okay, so here are some example of sentences for short comparative adjective. Why is this class quieter than the other class? So here the word quieter is the comparative adjective. So here we use the word quieter to compare the quietness of this class and the other class. Okay. Okay, next. This house is prettier than my house. So we use the word prettier here as comparative adjective to compare between this house and my house. Okay, tell which one is prettier. Okay, next is New York is bigger than Washington. So here we have the word bigger to compare between New York and Washington. Which is bigger, New York or Washington? Something like that. Okay. All right. Okay, here are some examples of sentences for long comparative adjectives. Okay, the first one is living cost in Kuala Lumpur is more expensive than in Kedah. So here we have the comparative adjective more expensive to compare the living cost in Kuala Lumpur and Kedah. Okay, and then the second example, is a snake more dangerous than a lion? So here we have the comparative adjective more dangerous to us to compare which is more dangerous between snake and a lion. And then we have the third example, Shah Alam City looks more modern than Al-Star City. So here we have the word more modern we use to describe, or we use to compare between the looks of Shah Alam City and the Al-Star City. Okay. So here we have the pictures. Right. Okay, so here are some examples of sentences for irregular comparative adjectives. Okay, the first example is my mom's pizzas are worse than your mom's pizzas. Okay, my mom's pizzas are worse than your mom's pizzas. So here we use the word worst as the irregular comparative adjective to compare between my mom's pizza and your mom's pizza. Okay, and then my sister is better than my brother when it comes to cooking. Okay, so here we use the word better to compare, to tell that my sister, okay, the sister is much more better than the brother when it comes to cooking. Okay, so we use the word better to compare. Okay, to compare between the two cooking skill. Okay. Okay, so I think that is all for now for comparative adjectives. I hope you can understand and get something from this video. Thank you. Bye.